EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, Adams, what a grab. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 79 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down, Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off the play fake, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action now, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake, Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Cook's full extension. It's complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Johnson running left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mills. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Pull it together. 58, right over there,
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers buying time, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown run, and the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mills throw, taken in there by Cooks. Room here to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 81 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm saying, I know he was all in Hutchie phase.
And this Texans defense are all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm on my son anyway.
Running the toss here to Dillon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Packers still go to that play.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A first down throw for Mills. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mills on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mills. He gets it left side to Johnson. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
On play action, Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to roam now. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go play action. Mills. Escapes the defender. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you... Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mills. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, they just scored.